this against OpTic Gaming. It's almost they're standing at the set of the Ninja Warrior, and now they have to stand up and look at the green wall and have to find a way to get over the 14-foot escalated wall of OpTic Gaming in this BO3.
It's the first thing, and everything in between it too. If there was, it rolls, it throws you off, it wipes you out. We'll see if EG can prevent that. We saw last week coming in, Vans. They had a plan. They had a plan to take down B-Dog. Maybe they have a plan here to go at the throat to find Ye, but if you find Ye, then you have to get Victor, then you have to get Mar. It's going to be a task, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a task.
A lot of layers, and here's the first layer. Boostio at the B main side, and there you go. Ye, the first one, check mark. He's down, and there's already 4 left here for OpTic Gaming as they're trying to split into this B site. A battle into Hookah as Jogimo and also Boostio holding his own from the B cubby. Just a 2-player hold for Evil Geniuses. A confident push-up from Jogimo to also drop FNS, and this is looking prime so far for EG as they have not taken a lick of damage as of yet.
Nice aggressive positioning to start off. Boostio gets himself pushed out front. Jogimo on a bit of a push as they choke blood in the water here on Crashy. And they take him out. And seeing Bind for me coming in here, Vans, was super interesting. Seeing it might be a ban, even with the fracture that EG kind of needs to get out of there. But no, they give OpTic that map, like Dust said, last 8 wins or so. They have the 100% on it, 8-0. They have been looking so good, and EG will find a pistol round, but they have an uphill battle here.
Yeah. And we talked about the vetoes and everything, and we'll focus specifically on Bind here. There's been some cold trap plays that EG has done against their victory against Luminosity on that 13-2 last week, and that's a lot of the combinations from Calm. We saw the combination of the C's with the orbital strike, and how Jogimo is very aggressive on these flanks. So EG, starting off the defender side, is actually a great place for them to start this battle now inside Showers. Calm is holding it on his own. Solo hold, a C's on the ground, and a Haunt as well. Trying to spray through. 3 players met up for OpTic Gaming to try to battle back as the smoke's about to dissipate here in Showers.
Great information gain here by Calm. Goes back in. Oh, so aggressive. Takes one, but gets traded there in the Spectre to run around the map now if they can grab that. Doesn't seem like they've committed, but OpTic does have that orb control, and it looks like they're just trying to punish EG a bit.
And this just feels like it's going to be the playstyle for EG. No respect for OpTic Gaming running in on a defense.
Yeah, exactly. If they're going to run in, OpTic's trying to get back on it. And like you said, the trap plays, the setups, trying to go for the anti-ecos that also figure out what OpTic's trying to do first and foremost. There it is, Boostio in a bit of a forward position there. Able to see the corner of Ye, knowing they would want to see back Hookah.
Trailblazer from Reform spots now the Viper of FNS moving up towards Long B, so they're just setting up here. A flash that's going to come out off the trip of the trademark, just set on the left side of this B main area, giving the orbs at least on the attacker side from Mark. He's already halfway to be able to get his orbital strike, and after that, Death 2 away to get that. At least, yeah, a little bit of salvation. FNS gets that classic right click onto Reform, trying to get the plant. Wow, okay. A nice fake plant to actually get the kill onto Boostio too. Some econ damage now done. So in the end, very salvageable for OpTic early in this half.
Really awesome stuff there from the placement of how EG had their utility. The rendezvous allowed retreat all the way to spawn, but it allowed Boostio to actually come out all the way to sand, to look down into market, to play in Hookah, to stretch back a little bit and play towards the B long area. So really neatly set up there as everything happened over at A, right? Had to reset. EG took position again, and now we'll see how they do in their bonus. Stinger goes to Reformed. Alt Orb's not so close. Let's see how they pressure this round, and it does look like it's going to be a bit of B-long pressure here to start off for OpTic. And that, the shower pressure's gone, it seems, this round. But they will leave FNS to watch it.
So a hunt for some information to start. Prowler coming out too, and even a flash, and that forces now OpTic to fall back. And they're putting a lot of these submachine guns, these Spectres, into this B site. And then also a position from Boostio that's very forward with his Headhunter, and they're counting on him to go for that pick and the teleportation away.
A bit of touch and go. They figured out who could be at B, and look at that stack. Having Hookah, it's a party over there, and OpTic's going to be growing right up short A on this, pushed up by the nade just a little bit. Are they going to fully commit?
Not enough damage done on that nade. Close range now with the shorty, and Ye finally wins that battle. So 3rd time's a charm for the attacker side for OpTic on that duel between Boostio and Ye. Of course, Boostio didn't have that much to work with, and OpTic goes for a plant.
I like how OpTic read this one. patiently now to win out the round. But to look at that over at B, they sense, you know, a little bit of util, not so much movement, knowing that they are trying to pull EG out of their corners and their hiding spots a little bit more. This rotation to A had them out of position, and now we see EG trying.
Somehow APOC gets 3 kills onto the site. It's a 2 versus 1, and such a low buy that came in for Evil Geniuses. We talked about the amount of weapons that they lost in that third round, or in that third round indeed, or in the second round, to not have that much to work with in that third, and they still almost made it. On that retake coming out from APOC. I mean, this all happened towards off-screen because we had this battle down towards that flank.
Yeah.
So again, we see that disrespect that EG wants, just try to push forward and really catching OpTic off guard.
Honestly, takes you by surprise, thinking it would have been a little slower, a little more methodical, but no, like you said, get in there, rush it. EG wants to keep that ball moving, try and catch OpTic off guard. 2-1 though, OpTic does get that round for themselves here, Vans, and they're going to set up a little bit more towards that short A side. Oh, here goes Victor straight to U-Haul, and they're going to have a judge. Harrison up in that position now. Spike has not moved yet. Still a lot of options here for OpTic.
Very fast, we've made it in. We've taken control of the attacker side halls for OpTic. The Seekers are coming out too and are spraying through it. Marv is good for that frag of the Jogimo as the Prowler's coming back towards Showers. So at least Calm is holding that down for his team, but there is a flank coming in from Ye into Showers, so this is a big battle about to happen. Calm is going to have to dance back and forth as his teammates are trying to retake this site on the opposite side, on the defender side. And look at that, an orbital strike to force out Calm so that Ye can win that fight, and now he's in a great position for a post line. That's going to have EG focusing now towards Shower side, but Ye's rotating all the way back towards short. Meanwhile, though, Reform back into the APC. Gets that tap after that kill onto Marv as it's a 3 versus 3. All tied up. The smokes, they're deep right now for the defender side. And now as it dissipates, Ye gets 2 kills with the Vandal, leaving APOC on his own on a 2 versus 1. Not enough time. Gets a nice shot onto Victor, but that's going to be it as OpTic tie up the game 2-2.
Oh, APOC almost looking for the end runs there. Looks like for fun. But OpTic there really awesomely played, putting the pieces together to get into the site. They took and planted on A without shower control, just to smoke on shower, because Victor was able to penetrate into U-Haul so quickly. This is the late roam from Ye that was able to finally flank shower that everybody thought would have just been fizzled out when they're all short A. The timing on this from OpTic was so clean. And to plant with really no shower control, just the smoke, shows you how quick they got to the site and dominated those angles.
Here's round Riv. We're actually forcing up into Spectres and small shields just to try to even up the econ, but, or should I say Stingers? And with the Stingers, this should be something I would assume in terms of like a trap play, but Jogimo is actually playing towards a short A with Boostio on that Vandal, and the other Stingers towards this B site.
They all piled under Hookah, trying to get that one after the other. OpTic may not be expecting. APOC's going to be the first. He will actually fall, just trying to keep himself alive, tiptoeing around in Hookah. FNS will find that first frag. Is OpTic are still kind of slow moving a few of these rounds when they know EG could, again, bring that aggression, just like that, Jogimo.
Talked about the trap play, so the C's and then a TP coming out from Jogimo. At least he's able to grab one. And that's information as well for EG, learning into their gun rounds that there's a lot of utility from OpTic being dumped into Hookah on that focus early in these rounds when we're defaulting here on the attacker side. And now we also have Marv taking full control of the A site, clearing out towards Showers. This should be an easy plant.
Few smokes to go down, another semi-delayed, right? They were all around the map. They finally come here. The A side, get the plant down. Nice positioning by APOC to get that frag, Vansily.
And that was a Prowler to an orbital strike, so it's not with the C's, but it's another piece of utility. But Marv is still lurking towards the shower side. Busto gets backstabbed. APOC on his own once again. With the Spectre in hand, Vandal on the ground is not going to pick it up. He doesn't want to give the audible cue that he's actually flanking out from short A side, so he has to play it a close range battle. But look at Crashies. He's already tucked. There might be a gap in the smoke here. He might run through. He does have a flash to work with as well, but he's just going to run through the smoke and get the kill. And OpTic now take the lead.
So they come back with 3. I feel like since the bonus of EG, they've been able to hold strong. They've kind of varied strats up to figuring out what's happening at B. But we're getting these end at A strats from OpTic, whether it's a late roam, Ye going into the side of Showers, Victor going first. It's not, we haven't seen Ye just be the, hey, I'm going to take a first shot with Tour de Force or an operator yet, right? This will be one of those rounds. If if you were looking for it. But back to A to kind of start off. Looks like it's going to be shower priority. Joggamo looks like he wants that orb.
Play.
Fed up by firing barrage going out from the shower side and to decide to fall back on that right away.
Second thoughts for sure. And you just see how they're reading each other's minds a little bit here. You have the info on the map. You have to use it. And that pressure from Ye still floats around the map. Right? He has trademark on him. This is getting sticky.
This is so stuck. They're so good, OpTic, right now to use the amount of utility off like the small information that they get to just clear out these corners.
So
and Crashies comes out with 30 HP, but it's still a player advantage for OpTic.
So where do they move, right? They go to one spot, absorb some utility, find that they still have enough to encroach into the enemy side. Double blast pack here, still for Victor after all of that. And again, U-Haul control comes out right away, actually on top of 10, and they just take shower.
Ability usage here from the Rays on the attacker side. Great top position to get the kill. Clear out towards that showers, and now Joggamo looks like they're committed to try to delay as much as they can, forcing out a TP. Oh my god! He lands the showstopper through the teleporter, and it actually drops the spike. He gets a 4K onto that as well. Ye's on his own. Paint shells into the site, into the TP, as Reform is watching long range. The headshot now as EG gets the round.
Oh. Speechless.
Wow.
Joggamo just the alley-oop to himself there through the teleporter as he gives it a little leap to fire the showstopper. OpTic flattened on that round as they all get caught up in that scenario. What a great start, too. They gain the pressure and then special delivery.
30 seconds left.
Holy
Oh, man.
Down. One enemy.
He's on point for more.
Yeah, observers, replays, grabbing all of that, and also the great Trailblazer that came out from Reform to call that too, but they're not letting back here for OpTic. We're pushing right away into showers, and Victor wins the upper hand against Calm. That's already the A site weakened, and an orb picked up for OpTic.
There.
Let's see how EG moves here. The rotation coming in from Reformed. We've been watching how OpTic has attacked. They've had the last few rounds for themselves, but that last one was EG's. So how can they now turn the tide, get that econ back? They have set up everyone a teleport possibility from showers or the rendezvous. Could get Boostio back, but Ye takes down the smokes right away. Pop it down.
Another dangerous position, and it works out for 3 kills for Joggamo. This man is on fire on this map. You cannot mess against him. The spike is now down. The support from Reform back towards U-Haul. A flash to come out, and Reform gets the last 2. Oh my god, man. EG are getting all these aggressive corners, and they are punishing OpTic for not checking those out.
What is that? Full house EG. Jogmo's over Reformed there. The 3K, the 2K, bringing it in. OpTic is forced to fold on that round. You talk about aggression, Van Silly. Forward positioning. So much so that your opponents would think you just have to be loony to be standing there, and they aren't looking. The smoke drops, and so does OpTic. Joggamo comes up with another 3K on the round. Had 4K last time, and we'll start off towards B. Guiding light to kind of get some info and start us off here from the side of EG. Again, watching how they'll defend to keep this up against OpTic.
They have a showstopper to try to clear up these sites. They might commit into this just to try to get the plant down and forward position to site for OpTic, but not after that pick from Boostio onto Ye. The flash around the corner of Trailblazer. Actually, they are committing to the showstopper, and it gets knocked down by Boostio. Everything is looking very good for Evil Geniuses to take this round. A 5 versus 1. Last one spotted towards the Octagon side. Crashies is dancing around, trying to bait a shot outside, and it's going to be the prime gaming flawless for Evil Geniuses as they take the lead by 2.
And it's got to feel good for EG here, Vans, because the way that OpTic beats their opponents as well is that they smother them. You don't feel good a lot. You're getting hit by those shots, but this time, the turntables. It is actually EG hitting those. Boostio, the great one there, and like you said, to drop the showstopper. So incredibly impactful in that frag to set up the round where we have seen OpTic going A quite a bit. So when they do venture to B, it becomes a brick wall, and that's got to feel good for EG. OpTic are going to call a timeout here to reset.
So we're starting to see the layers here, Riv, because it seems as though the way that OpTic plays too, or what we have in store for EG in their playstyle versus LG last week, really pans into these okay, how do we get rid of Ye?
wild.
There's going to be Boostio against Ye. Let's see how that works out. And it's pretty even in terms of those duels between those two. And then Marv, who's usually the one that's flanking around, lurking as well for OpTic. Well, it's Joggingmill that's playing these aggressive forward positions, going for the quick flanks like he did against LG as well, and that works. And now you just have FNS and Chet force the timeout because they're trying to figure out the IGLing. Now combination of Boostio with probably support from Potter and Calm as well, having that experience.
Yeah, and support from Sky and Fade. They're able to basically figure out so much during the round with all of that utility from these agents. They know when they need to rotate, when somebody might be lingering with the guiding lights, whether they can catch somebody on a tether from Fade. Really, a lot of EG's information is sourced by them, and they're producing that for themselves every round. We see a Prowler right there in the beginning. And then the rotation now over from Calm. So Prowler through showers. That's held by Boostio, and you see same thing now. This game is going to become a lot of touch and go, and I think it's going to come up to the operators first. But this, we get a hookah peek.
And now Victor is pinned. Are they going to try to push back against him? And no, they're just going to try to hold it back, smoke it, and run that clock down. So he was close. But we're still going to have this chess match in this round, Riv.
Yeah, where the King's moving around, too. Those operators are going to be a big play. Tom's back on the rotation train. He leans towards A. And a hold from Apoth. I'm sorry, not Apoth. A hold from Marv over on Showers has been just about the entire game. So it does look like they want to finalize something at A here and make sure nothing comes through the TP to really mess them up. This gets set up, and they're waiting for the rotation now from Ye and the rest of Victor. Victor has those blast packs. All taken over.
And now with the Seekers coming out, this is confirmation are moving towards this A site. A satchel charge allowing Joggingmill to get away after he gets the headshot, but Victor evens up the tally. That 4 versus 4 as Joggingmill is now hiding inside a smoke, probably looking for a swing on the tap. We do have a beautiful Haunt coming out, getting all that information. And it leads down to a 2 versus 2 with 12 seconds left. Reform's in a great position, a 2v1, and looking for the Seeker. He knows now that they're not planning that spike. The flash and a double swing, and now we're pinned inside towels. And this should be the kill coming in. Maybe not, but at least we're written it on the time for EG as they played it smart.
He's just the situations he was in, like, great win for EG on that round. They continue a streak. And then what the heck? The guy lives in the situations you shouldn't live in. It just further extends that he is a fantastic player and really can top the charts. I mean, how do you... It makes me speechless. Like that. Living in an unlivable spot, dead to rights. 6-3 here as we go into round 10. Boostio, the operator, still. Ye's still going to have an op on him. Actually, a big play that he was able to survive that at the end of the round and keep this going because it may change the way this game flows. A lot of alt points still to go. So OpTic is going to look now for Ye to be the one to do this.
And it's Boostio that wins it, though. Another battle coming in. Lots of leaning on the defender side for EG. Look at how passive they've been playing the shower side for the past few rounds here, Riv. So now that we're inching back and we're trying to split a default into the B site, that at least from that Seeker, or sorry, for the guided light from Reform to start things off to find info was a great way to start and get Boostio ready, and he's ready potentially for this second shot. We're ADSing 4 crashies. We smoke out the position for Marv on left and right, so we might try to commit into this. The Haunt also gets broken as we're now playing for contact. Boostio then comes back out and somehow has another rendezvous, another free kill, another free escape. A 5 versus 3 as OpTic is now leaning on the behind. FNS just right next to his opponent, finally gets the kill onto Calm, but the smokes have dissipated. We now have a battle in the back of the side. Beautiful snake bite onto the ground to at least try to get a plant down here for OpTic Gaming. A flank's about to come in from Hookah. Another flank coming very soon as well, as OpTic FNS is pushing towards the elbow side, and he gets another kill. This man is on a mission. He's trying to see the round for OpTic Gaming, and now the spike has been planted. He brings up the Viper's Pit on top of that, and this is going to make the retake even harder for EG.
Vans, that was the alt trade. FNS and Joggingmill were both 1 point. He stopped Showstopper, gets the Viper's Pit. FNS is the huge kingpin of this round. He was really able to switch this around for the team. Got the frenzy frags, took down Joggingmill, prevented the Showstopper, Viper's Pit into the 4K. That's finesse right there.
That's the experience of a player that's been playing attack FPS for a very long
Oh
time
my
and
gosh.
noticing these timings. I mean, look at these guys. Oh yeah, hey, what's
30
up?
seconds
Let me
left.
just take your weapon and clear everything else inside this B site and win this round single-handedly for my team. And somehow the timeout, you think it'd be going into the next gun round instead, but man, this was a really nice round by FNS, and sometimes
huge.
everything seems to work out for EG, but that wrench just spoils out all the plans for the defender side too.
All good.
True.
FNS.
True.
All right, how do they play? Oh, look at this. They try to deny the guiding light. So now they can play a slow B. Now they Trailblazer, possibly follow this up. And EG's initial positioning may be off guard now, because that guiding light would have set them up different that came down long B. So a different start here from OpTic, but oh boy!
No trades.
Returns the medicine.
Somehow Ye survives with 47 HP. I thought that was going straight for a trade, and now the regrowth is going to put him back at 100. They're going to get the information there, or should I say the position on the attack to prepare for a hit potentially here. But yeah, that was nice. And also not hearing that guiding light was the reason why they decided to push forward.
Exactly, right? You're not going to get detected anymore. You have a good initial chance to get a peek on peak. And that's exactly what OpTic have been looking for. We've seen it on long peak rounds here. Reformed, though, trying to play sneaky, but Ye sniffs him out.
Spike planted.
The other three players are already holding towards the A side. I mean, at this point, it seems like it's going to be way too late for them to try to go for a comeback. I'd say Busio, at least he has his duel to fall, so he's looking for these exits. He's going to have to be the only player that's going to try to move forward just to try to get maybe a weapon into the next round, make it more expensive for OpTic as well. But you're looking at an OpTic that won an eco and then are about to get a Prime Gaming Flawless into this round here. Their economy is going to look very good for the last round. You can already see it on the scoreboard of this overlay.
Yeah. Bit of a hide. They know exactly where one person is. And it doesn't. Oh my word, Marv. That's a big shot right there. That's the operator down. Actually huge. OpTic has done so many little things at the end of these rounds. FNS last round, that shot
Last
even
round in
by
the half.
Marv. And you were just talking about a bit of the econ being able to turn things around. They're going to look to a different weapon style this time here. EG, I think, calls the timeout too, Vansili. So
Yeah.
overall, an incredibly close first half. When we look at both things, EG has done a fantastic job defending. They've done a really amazing job of kind of defending with offense, right? You talked about the aggression. Jogamo's been in so many forward positions. And OpTic has actually shown us quite a few looks. A lot of A hits had variety to them, and now they're trending more towards B. And we've already seen a few of those, the guiding light block, the original push by Ye. Both teams are really, really varying up how they defend and how they attack. I like it. This is an awesome half already.
Why these timeouts are so important right now, to get your coach in, to speak to your team and figure things out, and give a chance as well for OpTic Gaming on that first timeout to just recollect their thoughts, because if you're looking at majorly what's been going on, it should be EG taking over the first half here, except for that heroic play for FNS, just that round number 10, and just really turn things around for OpTic in the end, potentially even
So
tying
big.
up the scoreboard on the 6-6 at this round here. So EG in this last round trying to figure out their economy as well. Get a couple of rifles to work with. Dogmill potentially is going to try to go for something crazy, unless we're expecting an OpTic split into the A site where he could just battle it out towards the U-Haul. Look at these buys actually from OpTic. We're dropping guns inside the spawn because we want to try to get a pick early into showers. We can. We'll go back to rifles and then default.
Very fast. They back out. Everybody relieves that area squeaky clean. With the spike drop, this is one of our slowest rounds. I think we'll see. We end out the half on this one. Viper Wall's been just about the same for FNS. They kind of give that idea, the inkling that A might be used. They have the wall when necessary. Double check to get into this bath area. Showers, rather. And Victor wants that orb.
This could potentially start to get pretty aggressive, weird on these battles, because there's not going to be any ultimates to work with. You're going to have to be precise on all of your trades. And it starts off here, Joggermill playing that position inside the corner of U-Haul to get the first kill with the judge. So FNS falls down. A haunt to come out for info. It spots one in the corner, but that shot from Apop gives his position away. At least, though, Palm is able to drop down Marv. One's coming out towards the showers, and that's Victor. He's actually about to make it behind enemy lines, but Calm stops him in his tracks. The last two to go, a flash to come out, and They're both spotted here towards the short side, simultaneously falling down here for Evil Geniuses as they salvage that round with a Prime Gaming flawless. We're now going to wait and see what's going to happen after the break. Welcome back here, fans of Valorant. It's time to continue the second half of this first map between EG and OpTic. OpTic currently no losses in their group of Group B, while EG are looking to give OpTic the same record if they're able to win this series to be at 3-1. Riveted and Van Silly on the mic right now as it's been aggressive plays on both ends. We'll see if OpTic now will try to do the same thing. To start things off here, Riv, we got double pressure onto the A side for OpTic at least.
Yeah, shower wars to start off. Trailblazer goes through first. Look at this wall all the way across B. We're going to get set up by FNS just to deter whatever is getting pushed on the angles of B. As we see, he's over.
Nice paint shells though to slow things off for a bit. Boostio and Apoth getting openers on the top. Ye gets denied by Boostio with a flick. Somehow that works. Gets another one at the crashies. Oh my god, man. They have a 4-player stack for OpTic and they get dismantled by EG's execution into this A site.
Still, and look at the patience too. They could hunt, they could do whatever they want. They're just allowing FNS to come through. No reason to not get that Prime Gaming flawless. And absolutely disgusting shots. Great team movement as well. It makes it so hard when you see that many people swarming you, and that they just came out of the woodwork there on the side of EG.
Whew. We're going through the vetoes once again. Surprisingly enough, yes, I was in the same boat as the analyst desk. No icebox, no breeze. The best results so far for Evil Geniuses on those two maps. But to see what they've cooked up against LG last week, against what's going on with OpTic right now, you can see the reason why they have Bind on this map here in this rotation against OpTic's very strong run on this map as well, though.
Yeah,
might I add.
It's something in the water here that Jogamo and Boostio just absolutely go hyper on. When they put LG, Jogamo 21, 10, and 4.
Yeah.
Boostio 17 or 14, 7, 6. So already kind of hitting those scores a little bit. Boostio's on top of that, looking to break his. And they go Prowler. They're going to try for a B this time. The backup is by Apoth since he can smoke across. And the call's there for OpTic. They're trying to anti-strat this. Do they have the positioning to do so? I think the range might affect them, but they're getting into the tube now, so.
Yeah, these are good positions
pretty messy.
For OpTic, you have actually Crashies playing towards the elbow for going for the basic smokes. There you go, towards the elbow side. Crashies can flash out, allow the players inside the site to trade out. And there's that flash, but it's still EG that overpowers the site with the weaponry that they have. Somehow Victor gets another kill, but finally they stop the bleeding for EG on the execution into the B site. Leaving out Marv on his own, swinging out for the headshot. But there you go, that's going to end it there. It was a close call, but EG still survived.
Oh, that's definitely a neat one for the analyst desk. There's a C's nade combo. C's over the wall from outside hookah, nade to the back of sight, and you saw it almost pushed Ye right into that C's to be detected into the back of the site. Really well played as EG just combines this fade strat with all of the initiator utility from Sky, and then the rest of EG piling in. And Jogamo and Boostio. Again, we saw Apoth on the outside, so still on the flank. They still have some power to use in those site takes. So EG is definitely getting they got OpTic's number today.
Okay, that Boostio goes for the upgrade on the Vandal, because if he falls, the next round will have the ultimate to work with. But the economy for the rest of EG is still quite low, so they can't really lose that many players for them to work to win this round. By trying to win this round and trying to push it up here. Nice snake bite on the ground from FNS to actually force a TP out of Boostio back into a default here for EG.
All right. Keep watching Apoth on the rotations, because that usually means something will finally start to kind of be set into motion here for Evil Geniuses. A push to showers for OpTic, 3 towards A. It does look like they have a bit of deterrent here at B, though. A chance to back up, use some flashes, use some utility to stall EG, and get the rest of OpTic over. Let's see how they play this, though. Still have the fade utility, still have Sky utility. Looks like they will again play the base.
It's going to be a full-out re-hit here. So the smokes are coming in. The walls coming out from the
Z's.
defender side. Stimmy on the ground for the attack. Nice. Haunt is
30
going to
seconds
spot one
left.
inside two. Dogmo in the air, but it's going to be a pot that swings in the front. At least the trades are coming out for EG. The player advantage coming out for the attacker side, and the plants coming down. Nobody flanking for OpTic as everybody's rotating from the defender spawn. Victor and Ye trying to take control of Elbow here. As for EG, though, they're just staying tucked back inside the site, in the back, where Marv is actually creeping up.
A deadly gun, a deadly name. Definitely have to be careful of where he's coming from. Ye and Victor trying to push from the elbow. Jogmo's able to go up with one. Now they're kind of pincered. Can they make it work on the side of OpTic?
Pain shells to delay, and it indeed is going to be enough. Nobody can get into the spike. We saw that utility coming out from Reform with the flashes too, just to not allow OpTic to even cross that line outside of elbow. A nice hold on the post plan, and to convert the bonus round.
Yeah, it's something we didn't see last time, and what kept it so close. That's when we saw OpTic come back in the first half on EG's bonus to rack together 3 rounds. EG started to pull away, and we get to the 7-5. Now, you see it's 10-5, which means EG is running away with second half on attack here. Jogmo and Busio going hard, and they're combining this Fade utility so well here. They're not switching up how they're setting it on the side of OpTic. Still 3A, 2B. As they get the early initiator utility out to see what needs to be pressured and what rotations can happen. Here already, rotation over from Crashies leaning A.
Yeah, definitely a big lead. OpTic a gamble towards his A site. Prowler, though, is going to hit FNS, and thankfully he has all of his utility to deny as much as he can. Haunt even spawns him on top of that.
Yeah.
But EG's
awesome.
they're not moving on this. And OpTic's also not biting onto anything. They're still stacking towards this A site, Riv.
Hopefully it works this time. OpTic is in position. These sheriffs are going to have to strike true. I see the blast packs coming in for Jogamo. He should be the one that wants that U-Haul as they follow the Prowler and that Trailblazer. He tries to go in. He just gets close.
Dude, that's
but he
insane.
goes around the truck.
Victor at least trades it out, but EG, they're overtaking this site on the A side. Crashies is in the back, but man, we just caught it like just a glimpse of it. The way that he jumps out from short A on top of a Stimmy, just to give him that velocity to get behind the APC for that entry frag.
Gotta go
I think
fast.
onto Marv, that was insane. That
It
is.
looked like he was curving.
Yeah, man. That's Potter right there saying we got some stuff cooked up. They're cooking up some crazy stuff right now, but FNS is on that flank, not able to do that 4K conversion on a Frenzy this time, and EG are now at 11.
But if you needed a single word for how EG's playing, it's overwhelming. Like, they are overwhelming OpTic with what they're bringing to the table. Like you said, Stimmy blast packs forward, C's nades to the back of site of B over and over again. It's not giving OpTic a place to stand, nor something they've really probably had to work too much against, since we're still seeing this evolution of how it'll be used with util. Just flies back. Marv, he's like, did something go by me? Hadn't even turned yet. That's how fast.
Yeah.
OpTic call a timeout here.
And thankfully, like 1,000 patches ago, you weren't able to hear like a raise going through and saturating. This time you hear like the little wind. But at the time you're able to react, he's already behind you. That was insane. But now this forces out the timeout for OpTic Gaming, of course, because EG are 2 away of taking this map. Their map choice actually going into this one as well. And what do you think OpTic has to do to try to answer back here onto EG's aggression? That's been the storyline of this team on this map.
Honestly, it's kind of mind-boggling to me. Because you could say they need to take shower control, but really nothing's happened at shower, but that would give them info to the other side of the map. Well, on the other side of the map, while you have shower info, EG's already in B, right? Mm-hmm. Like, things are happening so fast, it's almost full retake mode. It's almost, if you sense them, back up and let them in, trap them in corners almost. Set the trap plays that we were talking about.
You want to play?
Apologies,
Let's
it's
play.
OpTic's map pick that I meant to say. And as we're trying to find the information off this timeout, of course, an advantage for Potter to also talk to her team to see how they want to work this round. It starts off with the default information. Got it like to find at least something towards long B, but it's still an off angle Busio, Ye playing towards the TP side of long B.
Yeah, he can either get that TP or just rendezvous all the way back. Makes it easy out. If he does get too deterred one way or the other. Operators on the side of the used. Here we go, Jogamo out into B. Just scrapes the ground there. Won't be there for him.
They have actually the Prowler and also the Showstopper to come out towards this B site, but the TP comes back and everybody is about to push towards this A site, but Marv is still there. At least both players for EG are falling towards this B site, and Marv, he's anchoring this site quite well.
Slowing that one down nicely, right? You have the Jogamo's ultimate coming into B. OpTic wasn't there to be found. Giving that space to EG and then setting up some traps. Great round here by Marv and U-Haul. Boostio's going to try to change that.
Flawless.
Not going to happen. 3K for Marv, and OpTic do a little bit more kind of absorbing of what EG wanted to do there rather than meeting them at the front gate.
That was Prime Gaming flawless and a great round there for OpTic to win, because you saw also for their economy was really low. Should they lose that round, they were going to be on small shields, half buys, and try to salvage the rest of the rounds, but that was a great play from OpTic Gaming and even from Marv. Again, to not bite onto that fake, to stay alone inside the site, and anchor it like a king.
Like a king. The beard, it must be. At least for Brim. For Brim.
I was gonna say, I've been trying to grow a beard for 38 years and I can't do it. I don't think Marv could do it either. So.
Oh man. Oh. Let's see what the beard can do here. Hopping into showers. Looks like he's actually gonna hold it pretty steady. Oh, he has Victor right behind him, so why move? They're calling the right strat, and they have switched up how OpTic was defending, right? And saw Crashies was over at B along with FNS a little bit more. Now they've switched that to have a bit more that you find utility. If it's going to be A and Vance, it looks it.
Showstopper, it misses.
No
and
way!
What a kill there from Jogamo to get on top. Even an orbital strike. Crashes his inside showers as 4 players from EG are trickling down this A site. But all those 3 smokes were used here by APOS, so they have nothing to watch towards showers, but that's good enough. Jogamo is going to win that duel. A 5 versus 2 as Ye's just going to keep inching forward. He doesn't even have a TP set up, so he's just trying to move forward and try to do these heroic plays and looking back and forth. And look how patient and composed EG are. At least FNS gets 1 on that, but that calls for that triple swing to come out right after. And Boostio picks up the last 2 kills to make it 12-6. Match point for EG.
Match point.
Absolutely incredible round. And again, Jogamo, literally a different beast, built differently, but always has something in mind that his opponent isn't quite thinking about.
Yeah.
So he can mess up their play. Here, you know Victor was trying to readjust for that. It becomes so hard. Jogamo's little play there, able to bring him up another one. They're on fire today. EG.
16 HP on that swing. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're feeling it. That's a vibe right there. We got this possible last round here, Vance. It looks like it's a fast shower.
What a kill by Ye at least, though, because that Haunt spotted when they're trying to spray down FNS, too, as he pulls out the Viper's Pit inside showers. And thankfully, they hold their ground for OpTic.
We haven't really seen that from OpTic any of these rounds.
Yeah.
Those have been EG frags. OpTic is on the receiving end of a lot of these, and you see how much they back up, and they enjoy the fact that they just got that, and they'll use the advantage.
And it was from one of those rare reaction times or mechanical mistakes from Jogamo. He actually satchel targeted right into the door and couldn't get into that surprise kill onto FNS.
How do they use this investment now? Does it pay off? Boostio looking for a quick rendezvous out. Who toys with Marv a bit? Gosh, Marv comes out on top again. Still pressuring that B Vans. They have the chance to teleport here, but they do have FNS waiting at A side. OpTic's doing such a better job in these rounds of allowing EG to fall into little traps.
Just great positioning for OpTic so far. Prowler coming out here for some info. 2 players pushing towards the yellow. Orbital strike, and Crashies is able to come out to get the last 2. So things started off very well. I say Calm is actually still alive here. And not for long. There's 13 seconds left. Not going to happen.
I think if next time EG have a big bankroll, they're going to go for a hard strat. It's kind of what we're getting at this point is who can force each other's hand, right? A lot of those rounds before, EG forced OpTic's hand to basically defend. Jogamo's going to be in your face. Boostio's going to be tagging somebody APOS on flank, and it kind of just found every member of OpTic. OpTic here forcing the hand of EG, right? an orbital strike on B main, which pushes everybody out to elbow. Crashies comes out of the smoke, creating their own situations. Really nicely done there by OpTic. Just get those few instances in their favor. They turned that round. They're closing the gap, Vansili. The pressure of game point seemed to lighten them up a little bit here on the side of OpTic.
Here the ult coming out from Ye. He's posted up here towards short while we have the battle of the skies down towards long B. Trailblazer trying to get a bit, but again, it's only on that one player. So it's a great start. Oh my god, that wall bang from the op. 5 HP remaining for Crashies, and unfortunately, he's the healer for the team, so he's going to be stuck with that for the whole round as we are at map point for EG. We also have a Nightfall available for a Calm, so let's see how they play around with this, as it's still going to be very slow.
Looks like they might do the same fade strat they've been doing. Seize over, Prowler through, but remove themselves from B. Victor now trying to play the trap play from OpTic on this strategy.
But Ye's ready just by U-Haul, and Calm also gets picked off inside that smoke. But it's still going to be Ye on his own. This is still very doable right now, waiting for this Viper's Toxic Screen to come down. As Ye's repositioned towards the left side of Triple, just spotted one, misses the shot, it's down to 1 HP. Now we have 2 players solo here for OpTic, but Ye still gets one.
3v2. 3v1.
Retake coming back, and he still lands that shot there onto Reform. What a clean shot back towards U-Haul, and OpTic, they make it up at 8.
Clean shots, and what a cool round. You actually see that throughout the game, and obviously this happens, but OpTic was discussing what happened there. Hey, when they seize off a hookah and they nade from somewhere else, it's just Calm coming through hookah. So why doesn't Victor come crashing through teleport to take a 1v1? That is such an adjustment from OpTic to understand that strategy, and EG was trying to run a variance of that where they didn't hit B actually, and it worked out for OpTic. So the back and forth of the mind games is so cool in this series already.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe Calm was still set up towards Sand, where he could maybe throw that Nightfall back towards you, and we're going to try to go for that 4-player hit, but that ult that came out from Ye really slowed things down here for EG moving forward as they're in a half buy. Jogimo taking that position inside you.
Face your fear!
And there's a Nightfall coming out.
My.
Boogeyman from Jogimo outside of U-Haul. Surprising FNS. Apoth also moving forward to get the kill onto Victor, and that kill onto FNS allows the showstopper to come out. So we've taken space, and we're going down for the plant.
Launching smoke.
Evil geniuses setting it up, the master plan here to take Bind, the pick of OpTic, and give them the first loss on this map in quite some time. This could be the final round here, Vans. They pressure.
Very hard to do for OpTic Gaming. They have to try to pass Dogmill, but that clock's ticking down. Look at this position from both Calm and Apoth. They already have the lineup for the pulse plant, so we have to act quick for OpTic. We have to tap right away, but the Molly's already coming down, and that's going to give enough time for potentially the Haunt to come out right after. And now that, as that's clicking down, there's that Haunt that's ready. Boostio's playing inside you. He's just wasting on that clock, and EG is looking in a prime position right now to win this last round. No time left to go. Apoth gets that last kill, and EG gets the first map on OpTic's map pick.
Clinical. And both teams play